Hi, I'm August Keller, and this is my review of Red One. So, I don't like this movie. My score is I try to be objective and just evaluate the craft that goes into it. And this movie is a studio movie. It has a lot of money put into it. So there's kind of like a floor. There's only so far low I can go. But as low as the score is, I dislike the movie more than the score would imply. But let's break down why. I think it's a transparent product. I understand that not every movie has to be high art, but I think some movies are clearly just a cash grab. This is just made to sell, and it's not selling anything useful to the consumer. It's just selling to sell. It comes across like it's written by an algorithm. Really, it combines sanitized Christmas tropes with sanitized action tropes. So it's these two genres combined into one. It's like two soulless stories at once. It's maddening twice over. It's very frustrating. It's like double frustrating. There isn't anything here that hasn't been done better several times over. And it's just so sanitized. It's just lowest common denominator. It's trying to please everyone. And in doing that, it's not really interesting. It's not really exciting to anyone specific. It's just kind of bland. It offers generic characters, bland humor. The humor is so just been done. The dialogue is super forced, like exposition, or just so obviously trying to convey what a character is. The lore is super lame. The plot points are very formulaic. I mean, you can predict every step of the way. The arc is very easy and obvious, and the climax is very shallow. There's the conflict between the villain and the good guy doesn't really come from anybody learning anything. It just kind of happens because the good guy is supposed to win, you know? The acting is very one note and unenthused. Specifically, Dwayne Johnson, he's just got this same old shtick that has become so tired, and I just can't believe he's still doing it after all these years. It's still the same thing. It has all the fundamental story beats. Like, it does have an arc. It does have a plot that resolves. So I can't go much lower than this, but it's also just perfunctory. It's just so done with the minimal amount of effort, the minimal amount of thought. It's just minimal. It's just, here's the basics. And so it's not satisfying. It's not engaging. So yeah, it's just this derivative, disposable content. It's something that is made to be not paid attention to, just consumed and forgotten, I guess. I mean, I wonder if they thought they had a hit on their hands, but I don't know why they would think that, because there's nothing here that hasn't been done before. They just take things that they know have sold in the past and put them together and claim them as their own. That's not anything to be proud of. So sorry if I'm coming out cross-heated. Let's move on to the text. Technically, Red One is devoid of tone. It's just kind of all over the place. Like I said, it's trying to please everyone. So it's trying to be funny and action and drama, but it doesn't do anything well. It just does it all it's just mushy. And on that note, it doesn't have a clear target audience. Is it kiddie? Is it kind of for teenagers? Who's it for? For nobody, really. For a movie that's supposed to be magical and energized, the cinematography is very murky. There's like surprise. It's like shocking how gray and drab it can be at times, and for prolonged periods of time. The editing has no real intention. It's just kind of like, it kind of feels like a rough cut. There's no momentum. There's no tension, and it's over 2 hours long, which I don't understand why a movie like this needs to be that long. This should be an hour 45. The sound, it has the expected genre elements. The music is very forgettable and uninspired. It's like, oh, Christmas music, heisty music, actiony music, but nothing that ever leaves an impression. The production design is monotonous world building and a lot of product placement. I am always quite offended when it comes to so much product placement. Like, you're already selling me this product of a movie, but here's more products within the product. The cast is very famous, which is why anyone knows of this movie. But I just kind of feel like that star power of everyone involved is just going to diminish from movies like this. Like, I wonder how much longer The Rock can get away with stuff like this. There are some skilled prosthetics as far as the effects go, but the effects category is very sunk. It's like it's saying it's being sunk by the CGI, which is very cheap and excessive. It's everywhere and glossy and looks like a cheap video game from 10 years ago. I I don't know. I can't believe it sometimes just how shoddy this is. So yeah, all of this is to say that I think Red One is just everything wrong with commercialized filmmaking. This is the kind of stuff that just as a cinephile, as someone who's clearly really likes the medium of filmmaking, this movie just kind of makes me mad. And yeah, I gave it a better score than other stuff out there, but I really do not like this kind of movie. So yeah, if you feel the way I do about film, then I cannot dissuade you from this movie enough. Just please don't go anywhere near this movie. Like you needed me to tell you that. If you saw the trailer and you feel the way I do about film, you already know. But I sat through it and I tried to have an open mind for what it's worth. I tried to go in and give it a fair shot, but the movie is what it is. Okay, I hope that wasn't too intense. I appreciate you watching. That's all I have to say about that. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to like and subscribe. I also have an Instagram linked in the description. I'd like some support there or here, wherever you can. I appreciate it. But at the very least, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.